This screencast will show you how to get started with Padlet. Now, usually you'll have an option right here to create an account, and you're going to want to do that, and you can link it to your Google account really easily. You'll want to do this in order to save your walls that you create on Padlet. Now, I'm already logged in, so it doesn't give me the option to create a new account, but that's how you will want to start. Once you've created an account, you'll be shot to a page that looks like this. And in order to start building your first wall, you'll simply click on this yellow button that says Build a Wall. So from here, you have a blank canvas and a control deck. So you'll want to start by clicking on Modify Wall. And from here, you can choose a small icon that your wall will be associated with in your main page. I don't particularly care to have icons, so I choose none. You can create a title. So I think I'm going to create a wall about my favorite places in San Diego. So that's what I'll write. And if you want, you can add a description here. And then we can start by choosing some wallpaper. So this wallpaper will decorate the entire background of your Padlet wall. So I think I'm going to go with sand. And then you have two basic layouts. The first one is freeform, where you can post the tiles to your wall anywhere you want. And then the second one is stream, and stream will align your tiles in a very organized fashion. It doesn't really give you the opportunity to organize them the way that you want to organize them. So I usually like to choose freeform, but whatever works for you is fine. And then you can set privacy, and then notifications for anyone visiting your wall right here. I'm not really going to do that right now because I just want to get started creating my wall. So I'm going to hide that deck, and then I just double click and a tile pops up. So I think my first tile is going to say Sunny San Diego. And I'm going to add a picture of San Diego from my pictures. And then I can write something to caption it. I can write my hometown. And then from here, I can move this anywhere I want. And I can make it bigger. So I think I'm going to make this really big because this is going to kind of serve as my introductory tile. So there's a beautiful image of San Diego. And then I'll add another tile. Oops. So now I need to think of some of my favorite places. I'm going to start with the San Diego Zoo. And I can add a link. So let's find the San Diego Zoo website. So I can link it right to my Padlet. Okay, so it's sandiegozoo.org, so I'll copy that URL and I'll paste it right here. While I'm waiting for it to load, it loads an image of the page. I can write something about the San Diego Zoo. So there are a variety of animals. They have nighttime zoo in the summer. They have a children's petting zoo. And I could go on for a long time if I wanted to, but I think I'll stop there and start working on my next tile. And I can always come back to this if I want to add more ideas. So start my third tile. I think for my next spot, I'm going to talk about Presidio Park. I'll move it right here. And I have a picture on file of Presidio Park. I'm going to add it. And then I'm going to write about what I like about Presidio Park. Presidio Park is a beautiful place to... I like having picnics at Presidio Park. Place to have... Okay, and then I can come back to that a little later and add more ideas if I want. But right now I'm going to work on my next tile. I'm going to talk about Balboa Park, one of my absolute favorite places in San Diego. So again, I think I'm going to link it to the Balboa Park website because there's really a lot of information at the Balboa Park website, and I want my viewers to be able to access that. So we'll copy and paste the link. So there's so much to do at Balboa Park. I'm going to write about a few of them. So museums, and I think they're world-class museums because they really, really are wonderful museums. And those museums are actually free on Tuesdays. So I'd really like people who are looking at this to know about that. I'll make this bigger. For some reason my link didn't upload, so we'll paste it again. There it is. It is another great place for picnics or just enjoying it the outdoors, because there's lots of park space and grassy places. You have the Old Globe Theater. I think it's RE. And then there's a whole lot that I could write about Balboa Park, but I'm going to come back to it in a little bit. Where do I want to move this one? Right there. So at this point I can start moving things around to make them look a little prettier. If I wanted, I could put San Diego, my big San Diego tile, right in the middle, and then put these all around it. Make this really, really big if I wanted to. So I think I kind of like it like this, and it gives me room to add more tiles as I think of more fun places in San Diego. But for right now, I think I want to share it. So in order to share this with a teacher or a friend, or whoever you want to share this Padlet with, you have a number of options. So right here you can share it on your Facebook, Twitter, or Google+, Pinterest, or any of these accounts. You can export it, which means basically download it to your computer as a PDF. PDF's really going to be the best because you can get a good visual that way, but you can also download it to Excel. Another really good way to send it is just to email it, and someone can get this link and open it up and see it exactly as you see it right now. If you have a website or a wiki page, you can grab this embed code and copy and paste it. Or if you have a WordPress blog, you can copy and paste it into your WordPress blog. Another really cool thing that this offers is this code right here. So you can take your cell phone and scan this code, and your Padlet wall will open up right on your phone. So once I'm done sharing, I can close it up and save it, and I have this to look at forever. Thanks for watching.